Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to show you how to pull a vacuum on a HVAC system. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we have a Train heat pump. It's my American Bulldog named Bob. Hey Babu. We got nitrogen, R410A, and again we're just pulling a vacuum on the lines and the indoor unit. So we turn the vacuum pump on. Right now it's pulling a vacuum just on the hose. So now we can open up either side of the liquid or vapor side, and then you'll hear the vacuum pump, ramp up a little bit. Let it run for 15 minutes. Charge it with some nitrogen. Let it run for another 15 minutes. Recharge it with nitrogen. Let it run for another 15 minutes. And then charge it with some 410A. Okay, great. So 15 minutes has passed since we started the vacuum. I'm gonna turn the vacuum pump off, let it cool down. What I'm gonna do is add some nitrogen, about 100 to 200 psi on the first charge of nitrogen. Open up the nitrogen, but it's all good. So I'm gonna open up that side to the manifold. I want to see that side go out to like 150 psi. Close the nitrogen tank. Less than 15 psi of pressure. Now we're going to turn on the vacuum pump. Now mark the time for another 15 minutes. Both parts. Boom. Boom, boom. Add it to the nitrogen tank. Open the tank. Liquid line, watch the suction, or the vapor line, vapor side go up. Close off this nitrogen tank. Cool, so a couple minutes has gone by. We're still at 100 psi on both sides of the system. So we're gonna open up our vacuum port on the manifold, open up the system. Gonna wait until the pressure's dropped to about 15 psi. In the meantime, we can turn the vacuum pump on. So we're pulling a vacuum on the line. So we got a low enough psi inside the system. We'll close this vacuum port and open up the charging port, which is gonna open up the vacuum pump to the rest of the system. We're going to open up the manifolds with a micron gauge. We're at 1,000, 1,100, basically rounding down, 1,100 microns. We're going for a 500 micron vacuum, and we just started our third and final session of the vacuum triple evac. So alright, ladies and crybabies, we are at 220 microns on the micron gauge. Boom, system is great. It is ready to be introduced to the 410A refrigerant. Opened up the manifold and the unit and the lines. So we got about 100 psi of fresh R410A in the system. Alright, ladies and gents, so we got the service ports open. Refrigerant is now flowing throughout the system. Outdoor unit, indoor unit, line sets, all full of 410A Freon or Puron. Just gonna take the drill and some putty. Alright, so we have the new TXV installed. We had the triple evac on the system. So we're gonna pop the main breaker on. Unit comes on, fans on. Let's watch the pressures. We got the low side going down, high side staying at about close to 300, 275 to 300 psi. The low side is equalizing at about 75, 70.